Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about centering and trimming a foot. So step one, after you've made your pot, is to center the foot. Now there are two methods I'm going to show you. The first is with a needle tool. So you'll try and center the bowl as much as possible in the middle of your wheel, and then take the point of your needle tool and draw a circle as it's spinning. Then what you do is move it away from the thick side that ends up on the outside of the pot. Erase your line and do it again until you're pretty sure it's really centered. Now the next method I'm going to show you is called the tap method. So with this method, what you'll do is drag a hand along the bowl just to kind of keep it from flying off. And then as the bowl moves around the wheel towards your other hand, give it a good solid tap. And there you have it. This one takes a little bit more practice, but is quicker in the long run once you get the hang of it. Then once your bowl is centered, regardless of the method you use, you're going to grab 4 little pieces of clay and stick them straight down into the vat. Notice I'm not pressing into the lip of the pot, just straight down in the vat. If you do press it into the lip, chances are you're going to mess up the lip a little bit, make it a little bit wonky or off-center. Now, if you'll remember in a previous video, we talked about leaving the corners of the bottom of the pot a little bit thicker. This is the reason why. It holds the walls up as you've expanded them out, and it also leaves us a good amount of clay that we can trim off so we can really sculpt the bottom of the pot. So here I'm using the large loop tool to trim off that extra clay that we have on the bottom of the pot. I like to start with the outside of the pot and then work my way in. That way I have a good line of sight to the center. Don't forget to undercut the foot. This acts as a glaze catch, especially if you're using some pretty running glazes. It's a really easy way to stop that glaze from pooling down on the bottom of the pot. Then we'll move on to trimming the inside of the pot. The idea here is to keep it just as rounded as the inside. So if you were to flip the bowl over, we have that nice curve or bold section on the inside. We want to mirror that shape on the bottom of the pot. The eventual trimming line should also line up with the outside of the bottom of the pot. You can press gently or tap and listen to the sound. The pitch will change. It will get a little bit higher as it gets thinner. That takes a little bit of practice, but if you're able to do that, it's quite a bit quicker. Otherwise, just press in the center, keep track of how thick it is or how thin it is. If it starts to move at all or squish down, you know you've taken off just enough clay and you need to stop trimming. And it's not a big deal if you trim a hole through your pots. Everybody does it. It happens. I like to clean up a little bit with the smaller loop tool. I feel like it gives me more control over what shape I'm applying. And then at the end, I like to finger burnish, which just means spin it real fast, compress with your finger until all of the grog or the sandy bits of your clay kind of move into the clay body and you're left with a really smooth exterior. And then if you have any trimming lines on the outside, you can use a metal rib to kind of smooth those out. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.